Hey folks, Jason of Fishtank here. I want to talk about Next.js hosting and how to choose a provider for your XM Cloud project. Today I want to look at security and compliance. A lot of organizations, especially enterprise ones, need to be worried about compliance needs. You might have SOC 2 requirements or HIPAA or GDPR, any number of things that you need to be compliant with, and you need to make sure that the vendors you choose meet that. So when you start looking at vendors that can host that Next.js application for your website, you need to be concerned about their security and their compliance requirements. I took a look at a couple of different vendors and tried to see how do these stack up when it talks about the big guys in the compliance. As a quick overview across the big ones, ISO, SOC 2, HIPAA, and PCI, most of these providers I looked at were able to knock off at least some of them. Microsoft has a huge number of certifications, and they can meet a whole lot of needs of most organizations. If we look at something like Google's Firebase app hosting, it's still in preview. It's not able to really meet the needs of compliance org. I wouldn't recommend running it there in production. So that might be a first attempt to we can take that one off the board if you have compliance needs. Another thing to look at is HIPAA. Azure Static Web Apps and Cloudflare Pages do not seem to have that HIPAA compliance certification yet. Maybe it's on the roadmap, but right now, if you have a HIPAA need, that's probably going to take it off the table for you. Now, I wanted to add a little note about the Firebase note that I mentioned. Because it's in preview, it doesn't have certs now, but Google in general for their Firebase app hosting has had ISO and SOC 2 in the past. So I suspect that when they finally do launch this past the preview mode, that it will have those certifications checked off. All right, so are there any winners here in security and compliance? Well, depending on what you actually need to meet, some of these might be better than others. However, Netlify and Vercel, clearly Sitecore's partners, they're coming out ahead and being able to check off all the boxes. Microsoft and Amazon, really good at getting certifications around compliance and security. They're going to be a good fit as well. Alrighty, make sure you subscribe. We're going to be having some more videos in this series, and we'll learn about the other things that can help you choose a Next.js hosting provider. Cheers. See you later.